Folks, let me tell you something. There's a special kind of magic that happens when you crack open a barn door that hasn't been touched in 50 years. You're not just looking for an old car. You're looking for a story, a ghost trapped in steel and leather. The suspense is the best part. You pull back a corner of the canvas and your heart just stops. Imagine this scene, a rundown farmhouse in rural Texas bought at an estate sale. Instead, covered in a thick layer of bird droppings and hay, is the unmistakable silhouette of Italian perfection. Your flashlight beam catches the iconic prancing horse emblem on the fender, faded, but still proud. The wire-spoke Barani wheels are there, their chrome finish now a dull milky gray. You see the cracked leather seats, the gated shifter standing at attention, and the big, beautiful Veglia gauges, their needles frozen at zero. The final hammer price was a staggering $2.5 million. Picture a dusty, unassuming garage in a quiet German suburb. Tucked away in the back, behind stacks of old tires and forgotten furniture, lies a legend. He pulled back a heavy plastic sheet and was met with the breathtaking sight of that iconic Bertone design. The famous eyelashes around the pop-up headlights, the wide, aggressive stance. A dashboard full of switches and dials that looked like they belonged in a fighter jet. It sold for an unbelievable $1.6 million. Imagine a cluttered garage in Pennsylvania, so packed with junk you can barely walk through it. Slowly, painstakingly, they remove the debris. First, they uncover a Wimbledon white paint job with the signature blue racing stripes. Then the iconic Shelby snake emblem emerges from the grime on the grille. It's a 1967 Shelby GT 500, a genuine piece of Carroll Shelby's high-performance magic. The wooden steering wheel was there, the 4-speed shifter waiting for a hand to grab it. It fetched a price well over $100,000. For over 70 years, a legendary pre-war automobile sat submerged in 170 feet of cold dark water in Lake Maggiore. The car was a 1925 Bugatti Type 22 Brescia, a masterpiece of engineering from the brilliant mind of Ettore Bugatti. Chains were attached, and the fragile, rusted Phantom was slowly, carefully lifted from its watery grave. When it broke the surface, it was a haunting sight. It was more of a sculpture than a car, covered in rust and decay. In the end, this rusted relic, this ghost from the lake, sold for an astonishing $360,000. Finding one of these automotive treasures is only the beginning of the journey. The next chapter is resurrection. These restorers are like automotive surgeons, performing delicate operations to save a patient that everyone else had given up for dead. When a car rolls out of the restoration shop, it's no longer a dusty relic. It's a rolling piece of art. The reasons are as varied and as human as the people who own them. Often it's a story of life simply getting in the way. The car becomes a painful memory, easier to forget than to sell. It sits, waiting for a hero who will never return. Their discovery reignites our collective imagination and reminds us that there are still treasures out there, waiting in the dark. Keep your eyes open, folks. You never know what's hiding behind that next garage door.